Hey, Ryan Sullivan with Super Canary here. In this demo, I'm going to demonstrate our browser replay feature that allows you to record browser actions with Chrome DevTools Recorder and then export that recording to JSON and then just drag and drop into Super Canary and you can replay those browser automations, no problem. So let me show you how this works. Let's go ahead and create a new test. We'll hit create test. This test we will call browser replay demo. And we'll go ahead and add the browser replay step. We'll just call this Chrome recording for the step name. We'll add a timeout about 60 seconds. And then as you can see right here, there's a section called Chrome Recorder. It's expecting the Chrome Recorder JSON export. So we have to go ahead and create that so we can just drag and drop it into that space. So let's do a recording where we start on the main Super Canary homepage and then we navigate to the blog. So I'm on the Super Canary homepage. Let's go ahead and open DevTools. So click on View, Developer, and Developer Tools. And you may have to toggle some of the tabs at the top. Usually I have to click this double arrow and go to Recorder. And you should see this create a new recording button. We'll go ahead and click that. And we're going to call this recording navigate to blog. And so the next box here is asking for a selector attribute. And so if your class names change a lot and you need something to latch onto among your HTML elements, it's always good to add a data attribute in your code so you can easily latch onto things. So I've been calling attributes in our code base data-test. And I'll create an assertion here within the test to kind of show you how this makes life much easier. So let's go ahead and start recording. Click Start Recording. And we're going to navigate to the blog. And then we'll go to this post here called Testing is the Glue Between Product and Development. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that this title, Testing is the Glue Between Product and Development, is present. So we're going to go ahead and click on it. It's going to select that element. And then see this Add Assertion button here? We're going to go ahead and add an assertion. So as you can see here, there are no selectors selected. So we're going to go ahead and click this button here and then re-click on that title. And as you can see, what's really cool about Chrome Recorder is that it uses multiple selectors in case for some reason the automation can't grab one of them, it will look for the next one. So as you can see, my data test attribute is the first one listed, and it's called post title. And so we want to assert that when we get to this step, we click on the title, and we want to assert that the text within the title is testing is the glue between product and development. So the first thing we want to do is add attributes. We're going to go ahead and identify the data test attribute with the value of post title. And then we're going to go ahead and add properties. And what we want to do is check that inner text equals testing is glue between product and development. Okay, I believe that needs to be an exact match. So we can go ahead and end the recording here. And let's replay it and see what happens. Cool, everything passed. So we started on the home page. We clicked on blog. We went to the blog. We clicked on a post. We clicked on the title and we asserted that the inner text is testing is the glue between product and development. So next step is that we can actually export this. So see the arrow, little down arrow at the top, go click that, select JSON, and give it a name. We'll just leave it as is, navigate to blog. And then we can go back to Super Canary, and I need to find file. We'll just drag and drop into Super Canary. And there it is. There's all the JSON. So we just click create. As you can see, here's all the inputs. We break up the JSON into step by step because this is kind of a step replay, so that you can easily look at what's in each object. And then you can also download it if you need to. So here's our browser replay output. We can go ahead and run it right from here. So let's click run. So this could take up to 20 seconds. Okay, we're back. So as you can see, it ran, it's successful. And then we have all these nice screenshots here for each step within our browser replay. I should mention that the first step is actually a configuration object. So there's no screenshot attached with that. So that just kind of sets the viewport size. And so that's browser replay. Thank you.